15 ingenious psychological tactics, important psychology tricks you should know. 15 brilliant mind tricks of psychology you should know. You will be more effective at business, in social situations, and in life overall if you use the following psychological tricks. Successful people have consistently used these psychological ploys. They'll give you significant advantages and increased control over possible outcomes in a number of daily life situations. Let's explore these smart psychology tips to boost your self-assurance at work, play, and school. First, present a gift. Offer something for free to influence others' attitudes toward you in a good way. Rest assured, it doesn't have to be costly. It's true that even little presents have a big influence on how other people treat you. For example, you might become attractive to someone you don't get along with if you offer them a small present. Additionally, providing a favor has the same power to alter someone's opinion of you as does offering a present. You'll come across as more appealing, personable, and supportive than before. Number 2. Notice when people laugh. Be aware of laughter. Do you want to know who in a group is the closest to you or who thinks the most highly of you? When everyone in the group laughs at a joke, observe who is staring at whom. In a group, people tend to gravitate toward and agree with the individual they feel the closest to. Not only can this small psychological trick help you identify those who like you, but it's also a great approach to find out who is covertly seeing someone else or has a strong emotional bond. Third tip, approach an aggressor. Go beside an aggressor. Everybody has experienced circumstances where the discussion suddenly becomes more heated. I would advise you to stay away from these circumstances unless you are a drama queen. Even if you have the greatest argument ever, people typically become agitated when they believe they are in the wrong. Therefore, just sit or stand close to the other person anytime you sense that your dispute is causing stress. They will eventually settle down and you will seem less intimidating. Number 4. Focus on your feet. You can quickly determine how engaged or at ease someone is by looking intently at their feet when you're having a conversation with them. You can reasonably infer that someone is interested in the conversation if, for instance, their feet are pointing in your direction while you are speaking. However, if their feet are pointing away from you, it's a subliminal indication that they don't want to chat to you for very long. Someone may be trying to go and you are holding them back if their feet are pointed in the direction of the door. The 5th item, mirror body language. Reflective body language. You can effectively establish trust with someone by gently copying their body language while you're speaking with them. You can make them like you more by mimicking their movements and speech patterns. This will make you appear more compatible to them. The so-called chameleon effect has the potential to improve interpersonal liking in addition to making social encounters go more smoothly. In other words, we like talking to people who imitate our body language, expressions on our faces, and other actions. Number 6. The silence's power. The influence of quiet. When someone asks you about something you'd rather not share, have you ever found yourself in a scenario like this? We may all probably assume that we've encountered circumstances similar to this on a regular basis. But it's possible to trick someone into disclosing more information than they meant to. To do this, one psychology trick is to simply harness the power of quiet. Stay silent and keep staring at someone if you're not happy with their response. Usually, they would feel under pressure to break the awkward silence by disclosing more when you make firm eye contact with them. Utilize subliminal signals. Number 7. Make use of subliminal signals. This one is quite effective but also a little manipulative, particularly with suggestive individuals. Therefore, use it sensibly and morally. Usually what we want is a nice answer from someone. Whether we are trying to sell something or advance an idea, we always want others to agree with us. One effective approach to persuade someone to agree with you is to nod while you try to convey your point. Since most people enjoy imitating, they will almost certainly nod in agreement while you speak. Their brains will then receive this as a signal that they must concur with you. Create a false attribution of arousal. Number 8. Construct a false arousal attribution. When dating, this psychological trick is quite helpful. Make sure your next date incorporates some excitement the next time you go on one. Take them on an exciting excursion to make their heart race. Take a roller coaster ride or see a scary movie, for example. Basically, you can psychologically deceive your date into believing that you are the source of their excitement rather than the activity itself by engaging in any adrenaline-fueled activity. Number 9. Give an option. Give them an option. Give someone an option that falls inside your decision-making parameters whenever you want them to select the one you prefer. For instance, don't ask kids if they want to do something if you want them to. They probably don't want to do it in the first place. Give them a choice by asking, "Do you want broccoli or do you prefer some of those delicious baby carrots?" As opposed to just asking, "Do you want some vegetables?" Allowing the kids to make a choice, even though you've already decided for them, will make them feel like they have a lot of power. This ingenious little trick not only works with kids, but it also helps you get your way with grown-ups. Your waiter will always do it for you. 10th tip. Employ passive voice. The use of passive voice in research writing might be bad and unsuitable. However, maintaining coherence and rapport in social interactions can greatly benefit from passive behavior. Say, "The book wasn't sent," rather than, "You did not send me the book." Take note of how the two sentences differ from one another. While the second one concentrates on the item, in this case, the book, rather than the person, the first one sounds accusatory. You can simply avoid controversy and confrontation by speaking in the passive voice. Call someone by name. Number 11. Refer to individuals by name. It's critical to remember names since hearing our names makes us feel significant. So, addressing individuals by name can instantly win their favor and foster a relationship based on mutual trust and friendliness. Even though it can seem hard, if you can develop the practice of not only remembering someone's name when you first meet them, but also utilizing it throughout the conversation that follows, they will think you're amazing and charming. Number 12. The touch's power. The influence of touch. Touch is a potent technique that improves understanding of emotions. A person's knees or shoulder might be touched to establish a physical and emotional connection. Touching encourages happiness, laughing, and pleasure, particularly in those moments. This will demonstrate your sincerity, convey the appropriate feelings, and assist you in winning people over to your point of view. Trick number 13. Get people to repeat jokes. You can take advantage of the fact that most jokes lose their humor when they have to be repeated. Play the part of someone who is making fun of you, pretending not to hear them right. Have them say it again for you. The joke loses its original humor when they have finished telling it. As an alternative, you may act as though you missed the joke. Ask them to elaborate on what makes it so humorous. It's terrible to have to repeat a joke after having to explain it. Number 14. Seek assistance. The appropriate method. The appropriate way to seek assistance. Let's face it, we all enjoy having other people do things for us. Whether we're being sluggish or if we actually need the assistance. Social dynamics demonstrate that no one truly enjoys an asshole in platonic interactions. Thus, always begin a phrase that asks for a favor by saying, "I need your help. I need your assistance." Most of the time, you can count on people to grant your request and assist you. Mostly because it feels good to be able to help and because individuals dislike the guilt associated with not being able to aid someone. Number 15. Provide confirmation. Our demand for approval drives the majority of our behavior. So how can you make people like you the most? Sure, give them what they desire. The next time someone says something in a conversation that strikes you as particularly meaningful, try to put it in your own words. They will believe that you are a good listener and that you are genuinely interested in them if you do this. They also feel valued as a result. And there you have it, validation. Now that you are aware of a few of these psychological ploys, bear in mind that their intent is not always to influence others. Instead, it's to assist you in determining the times and locations of psychological vulnerability for both you and others. Which psychological ploys do you employ? What appears to be most effective for you? Post your comments below. I appreciate you seeing. Please share this movie with your friends and click the like button if you liked it. Please click the subscribe button if you would want to see more videos from us. Remember to press the notification bell as well.